Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll do the top one so you can get it.
Oh.
Right. That makes
Thank
sense.
you.
Who's going to lead
Anyone
your
want to
star?
see the duck? Meet our duck?
Not right now.
Do you want to go tell those kids that there's a duck being shown? It's exactly like Ilean is. She's a mallard. And she's been here at Wildcare for about 3 years. She's probably about 5 years old. And she came from a farm. She was raised with chickens. Now we know that most ducks quack. You might have even heard female ducks will quack. Ilean, however, clucks like a chicken.
No way.
She was raised with chickens, and she does not quack. She's a wonderful, wonderful addition to Wildcare. She serves as a surrogate mother for us, so that in the spring we often get orphan baby ducklings in. And what happens is she will become the mother to these ducklings. Just this past spring, we had 8 eggs brought to us. And we placed them in an incubator, and actually the next day, they hatched. And we had Ilean set up in a very safe and wonderful habitat, and she more or less raised them until they were allowed to be released. So she really serves a great purpose here. Ducks waterproof themselves so that when they're in the water they don't sink. And it also helps to keep them warm. And on the back of their tail is what's called a preen gland. I don't know if you've ever heard the expression of birds or ducks preening themselves. What they do is they take their beak and they take some of the oil that's excreted from that gland and they distribute it over their body. And that helps to keep them waterproof, which also helps to keep them buoyant so that they don't sink in the water. Mallard ducks typically have a 3-foot wingspan. They range in length from beak to tail from 17 to about 24 inches long. And they also can fly quite fast. They're great aviators. They're migratory birds. So they can fly up to 40 to 50 miles per hour, which is pretty fast. Pairs, meaning the male and the female, will get together from around now until November. And they will stay together until mating season ends, which is around March to May. Then the males take off and never are heard from again. The mom incubates the eggs for about a month, and then she will stay with the babies for about 60 days. The babies are born instinctively knowing they know how to swim and to eat and to preen from the minute they're hatched, which is quite amazing. You'll notice that she has a feeder web, which serves as paddles for them to swim in the water. It gives them great speed in the water. But her left foot is deformed, and that's one of the reasons that she cannot be released into the wild. And that was a birth type of thing. Ilean is an omnivore. Does anyone know what that means? Omnivore? She can eat meat and vegetables. So meat for them is like worms and insects. And she'll also eat aquatic vegetation. They like to dunk their heads deep down below and pick up whatever stuff is down there, right, Ilean? In the water. And they also eat grains, which is what Ilean eats. And sometimes we'll give her some kale, because we know how good kale is for all of us. It's also very, very important for all of us to understand how very important it is not to feed ducks in the wild. Because oftentimes people will feed bread and things are cute and let's feed people. What happens is the ducks will eat the bread, they get filled from this unhealthy food for them, and then they will not eat the nutritious food which they need to survive. So feeding wildlife is not recommended. Are there any questions? She usually has a pool, and when it gets too cold, when it gets too cold, we swim her inside. But when it's nice out today, it was a little cool. We put her in the pool and she'll swim around. Did you have a question?
Yes. Why are her feathers purple?
That's a really great question. The females actually are darker than the males, and the males have much more foliage color, but the females do. I don't know exactly why it's a purple color. That's an excellent question, and I can probably find out for you, but I don't know why they're purple. I do know that after the mating season ends, the males will molt and they'll lose all their really pretty colors because they want to have lots of pretty colors for mating. They attract the females that way, I guess. So that's an excellent question, and if you want me to follow up with that after, well.
Does Eileen fly? Jody, does Eileen fly? Oh. Does
This is the girl. The boys have more color during mating season. Yes. And hence her name, Ilean, Lean, because she kind of leans, and it's very difficult for her to get her balance. But when she's in the water, she's perfect. She just loves floating, and it's good for her little deformed webbed foot. Yeah.
Does Eileen fly? You said that.
She does not fly. I mean, her feathers had been clipped and they can grow back.
Okay.
But we've never seen her fly since we've had her, which is another reason she cannot be
Right,
wild.
but because they were clipped.
And she's not used to it at this point because she was domesticated when she came to us from the farm.
Right.
So any domesticated animal, wild animal, is not really releasable, I should say, because they don't know how to fend for themselves in the wild. But she's a really good girl, and she likes to go like that. I don't know if it's a term of endearment or she gets really angry with us sometimes, but she loves being out in the sun. And that's her habitat right there. So on good days, she'll stay the day out there, and then at evening, she'll come back into her indoor habitat.
And this, what kind of foot?
She's a mallard. Yeah.
She has a deformed foot.
Yes,
Was she like a
she was
surrender,
born that
or-
way. She was born that way, so she cannot be released. And we've had her for about 3 years.
Was she a pet of somebody at some point? Or?
All I know is that she came from a farm, so she was probably a pet at that point. And she was given to us, and we could not release her. But I don't know if you were here when I said she was raised with chickens.
Oh, really?
So she puffs. She doesn't clap. Which is kind of interesting. It's like amazing, actually, but that's true.
I would have thought that would have had something to do with their physiology as opposed to their environment. Yeah.
Learned behavior, I guess.
She's very happy.
I'd like to hear a cluck.
She's also educational. She's our educational duck.
Is she the only duck you have now?
Right now, yes. But I had mentioned that this spring we got in 8 eggs. That hatched the next day, and Ilean became a surrogate mother for them and stayed with them until they were babies.
And how long was that?
It could be anywhere from 30 to 60 days.
Okay. Very good.
What do you feed her?
She gets fed grains, and sometimes we'll put some kale in.
You said that they also eat
They can eat insects and worms.
insects and worms.
Wow.
But her feather, you really can see the purple. You're right, in the sun. It's beautiful. Yeah. And then you have to back to your audience.
She's showing off her view.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions?
So has she had her own babies, or is she just
Not that we know of. Not
Yeah.
here she hasn't.
here?
There was a male here once, and we kept them together for a while, and she was just so happy. But he was releasable, and he got released. So
Does she like people? Does she like being around people?
I don't think it bothers her. You know, oftentimes I'll have her in the pool out here, and we'll have people visiting, and she just does her own thing. Do you know her name? Her name is Ilean. That's where she lives.
Does she lay eggs?
I'm sorry?
Does she lay eggs?
No.
So with domestic ducks lay eggs?
She's not in that type of environment to have year-round males.
So that would trigger, that's what it's
Yeah. And she's about 5 years old. In the wild, ducks can live anywhere between 5 and 10 years. And domestic ducks, of course, you can count on a little bit to that because they're not exposed to the hornets and hunters. I actually just read that the oldest duck, supposedly known, was branded in Louisiana and it was 27 years and 7 months old when it was by a hunter.
We want to go to the pool.